Hello, my name is Kamisha Minton, and I'll be discussing with you today some important tips for building a lasting marriage. Many marriages today end in divorce. Marriage takes place for a number of reasons, um, and believe it or not, the most important reason isn't because they're in love with each other. A reason for marriages today is that they're doing it out of rebellion because someone somewhere along the line told them that they should not be with this person and they just want to prove that person wrong. Um, Weddings also take place for just the actual wedding experience. I've heard a lot of women say that they they really just wanted the wedding. They weren't prepared for what it takes to be in the marriage, or didn't know what to expect within the marriage. And there's also the confusion of lust for being in love with someone. Um, there are many factors that put stress on marriages today. Some of those factors include finances, unrealistic expectations of the other person, or of you, and also it's very easy to get out of marriage today. With finances, it is important that it is discussed before the wedding takes place or in the very beginning of the relationship, that finances are discussed, because you have two different people from two different backgrounds with two different spending habits coming together to build one household. So it needs to be understood. Each other's spending habits need to be understood and communicated. There needs to be personal goals set up for what each other wants financially for themselves, and also there needs to be a unified goal of how the finances are going to go in the relationship. With unrealistic expectations, uh, some people get the idea that marriage is going to be like a fairy tale. They've seen on TV where marriages are just so happy and easy and carefree, and they can be, but at times there are times where it won't be. Marriage is a continual working process. Again, you have two different people from two different backgrounds coming together to form one unified family. It's important to communicate every day about the standards that you have for each other, the expectations you have out of each other. You need to make sure that they're realistic with the type of personality that you're with, that your significant other has. Um, Again, I cannot stress the importance of communicating. Again, you're not going to agree on everything, but there's a thing called compromise. Compromise is good in a relationship, that both people are getting somewhat of what they want without losing themselves within their mate. Um, and marriage is easy to get out of. One thing that I've learned within my 10 years of getting married is that getting a divorce should never be an option. You should always try to work it out and talk it out. And if you can't say what you need to say, or you're not sure how to express yourself within the heat of a moment, you do need to take time to calm down and then come back and communicate with each other, and try to work things out. Uh, Understand that the vows that you took bond you two together, uh, basically forever, and it is done within the sight of God. And again, communicate. Nobody's perfect. Life is life can be hard. Life will throw you all kind of curveballs, and within God honors marriage. So within your marriage, there's going to be something that's going to come just out of left field on you, and you have to be to a point where you can talk about whatever. You should have developed over time, developed this ritual of talking to each other. Talk about the weather, what went wrong in your day, what went right in your day, what you want to work on for tomorrow. Just be able to talk about any and everything, because conversation again within marriage is very important. Now, with this information that I have given you, it's not a guarantee that your marriage will last or your relationship will last. It's just stepping stones that I use to, or and continue to use in my marriage, and I can say that it has brought us from a mighty long way. key point being communicate. I cannot again guarantee that the marriage or relationship will last, but I can guarantee that you will get a better understanding of your partner. And if it does not work out, you won't take that experience and it won't have a negative effect on the next relationship, because again, by using these steps and talking, communicating, and discussing these things that I talked about, you will carry it on to your next relationship if it does not last. And again, it's a daily process. It can last. Just because you talked about these things one time doesn't mean you won't have to ever talk about them again. It's a continual process. People change. The both of you are going to change, and life itself is going to throw stuff at you. So you have to be just open to talk to each other and combat anything that comes up against your marriage together. Always head in one direction together, never separate and try to go in two different directions. I thank you for watching.